within the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
That is caught by Herbert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Alexander. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Yellow.
Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Mahomes will do it himself. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Let's go out, 80. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Jackson now.
He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Mahomes now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Alexander. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
15.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2nd and 9.
Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
And Jackson throwing once more. Able to shake him off. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced to the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
5-yard attempt.
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and the deficit will hold at 15. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 43 yards.
And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Sit on! Sit on! Run it! Sit on!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And his kick here is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
7-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mahomes.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass. And
got his man, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 47 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, go gun.
Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jackson going to keep it.
And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
From the gun, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Reyes. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now here's Mahomes.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
Here's Mahomes to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Ravens 33-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this one's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Mahomes will do it himself.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Ravens 41, Chiefs 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he gets it down to the 32. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
180.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come back.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
180. 180.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
You wanted something to save you.